So, another Monday here, everyone's favorite day of the week, and today I'll be reviewing the movie called Fakers. It's a 2010 Canadian independent film, so I doubt any of you have heard of this movie, and it's not to be confused with the one that comes up when you search for this movie on the internet. There's a 2004 British film by the same name, and no affiliation, just happened to be the same name, but you can't really find much on the internet about this movie. There is an IMDb link, so I'll put that in the description as usual, but there is no Wikipedia link or anything. All you'll be able to find is that 2004 film. So, another Monday here, everyone's favorite day of the week, and today I'll be reviewing the movie called Fakers. It's a 2010 Canadian independent film, so I doubt any of you have heard of this movie, and it's not to be confused with the one that comes up when you search for this movie on the internet. There's a 2004 British film by the same name, and no affiliation, just happened to be the same name, but you can't really find much on the internet about this movie. There is an IMDb link, so I'll put that in the description as usual, but there is no Wikipedia link or anything. All you'll be able to find is that 2004 film. This movie focuses on two cousins who are at a pretty nice school. It's one of Canada's most elite schools. I don't know if they even ever say what the name of the school is, but of course one of these cousins is the cooler, always getting into trouble cousin, and the other cousin's the smart, high-achieving cousin. And of course, the troublemaking cousin wants to kind of get the other one into trouble. And what they plan on doing is, the bad cousin, he wants to make counterfeit money, and the other cousin is pretty smart. And so together they have their own little counterfeit money making scheme. And it is quite interesting because you get to see how they do it. I don't know if it's the actual legitimate way to counterfeit money, but they are making it way harder to counterfeit money in Canada now. They're coming out with these new bills. They just came out with a $100 bill. The $50 bill comes out soon, and the rest of the bills come out in 2013. But they're like this. They're almost like this laminated type material. They're this like plasticky almost, and they're super hard to counterfeit. I'm not going to go into that because this is a movie review. But if you are interested in reading about that, you can just Google it. Google new Canadian bills. But this is, of course, before that. This movie came out in 2010. And bills are harder to counterfeit nowadays because they have like when you hold it up to a light, it has the face of whoever's on the bill and stuff. They have little other marks and stuff, but it does show how they do it. And that's one thing I don't like in this movie is they make it seem like it's like the easiest thing they could ever possibly do, and it's really not, because as well, counterfeiting money is probably not that easy. Especially not as easy as they make it seem in this movie. But it's quite interesting. They show the guys testing the money. They basically make a bill in the worst condition possible and see if it'll be acceptable, because they try and give like half a bill. They rip up a bill and crumple it and make it all dirty and write all over it and see what they can get away with using, because the more messed up it is, the less the people will be paying attention to the less people will be paying attention to the details and stuff on that. And they make money on this counterfeit money by basically just having 20s, so that's not too obvious, because when you go to stores, 50s and 100s are sometimes they're not accepted, or they check the authenticity of them, and so they use 20s and they buy something small with a 20 to get change back. So that's how they're making money on that. But then they get in much deeper. I don't know. It's not the mob, but it's these criminals want to buy lots and lots of this counterfeit money from the two cousins. So they kind of get in deep. There's a whole lot of there's violence. There's all sorts of crazy stuff that always happens in movies. But it is a very good movie. It's only got a 5.4 rating on IMDb. I personally would give it a 7 or 8. I won't really go into who's in the movie because there really isn't anyone that you guys would know, being that it is a Canadian independent film. Maybe a couple of you will know who these people are. But I recommend you try and find this. I think I found this because it was randomly on Movie Central, which I don't know if that's in the States, if they have that in the UK, in Europe. I don't know if they have they might have Movie Central, but this was on Canadian Movie Central and is probably specifically on that. And that was a little while ago too, so you may have trouble finding this movie, but it is a great movie. I'll see if I can find a trailer to put in the description. Check the description as always for the IMDb link and the trailer. Hopefully you can find this movie. Check it out for sure. It's quite entertaining. Not too bad of a movie. This was more of a suggestion than a review, but it's always good. I'll be back next week with a Christmas review because it is December 13th, and I think hopefully I'll have time for 2 Christmas reviews this month. Hopefully you're enjoying your finals, because I'm sure most people are getting down to finals now. Hopefully you enjoy Christmas holidays, which are coming up soon. I know I will be. Only one more final to go, and then I am done. So, hope you guys enjoy your week, and I'll be back next Monday. So long.